The top 10 richest. Let's be honest, most of us play FIFA on a console, not in real life.
Our biggest payday from football is maybe winning a bet with a friend or finding a forgotten change in our jeans after washing them.
But these guys? Oh, they've turned football into a money printing factory. While you and I argue about whether VAR is rigged, these men are casually deciding which yacht to buy, which private jet fits their mood, or if they should just build a new hotel. Because why not? Yes, football is the beautiful game, but in 2025, it's also the billionaire's playground. From inherited royal oil money to CR7 branded underwear that sells faster than concert tickets, these players prove that scoring goals isn't the only way to build a fortune. So buckle up as we count down the top 10 richest soccer players in 2025, from number 10 to the undisputed number 1. Spoiler alert, the gap between them is so wide it'll make your wallet cry. Number 10. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, $190 million. Nationality, Sweden. Career/clubs, Ajax, Juventus, Inter, Barcelona, PSG, AC Milan, Manchester United, LA Galaxy.
Source of wealth, career contracts and endorsements such as
Nike, Volvo, Samsung, Nivea, Visa, BuddyFit. Zlatan doesn't just have money, he has Zlatan money. Retired now, but still very much larger than life, Zlatan's net worth sits at a cool $190 million. And honestly, did you expect anything less from a man who once said, "I came like a king, left like a legend"? From Milan to Los Angeles, Zlatan wasn't just scoring goals, he was building a brand of unapologetic arrogance. Endorsements with Nike, Volvo, and even Nivea, because yes, even lions need moisturizer, kept the cash rolling. Post-retirement, Zlatan remains a walking meme, part-time philosopher, and full-time entrepreneur. If you're broke, just remember, Zlatan probably has more luxury cars than you have socks. Number 9. Kareem Benzema, $200 to $250 million. Nationality, France. Career/clubs, Lyon, Real Madrid, Al Ittihad.
Source of wealth, career contracts and endorsements such as
Adidas, real estate, luxury cars. Kareem Benzema went from that guy who played with Ronaldo to Ballon d'Or winner, superstar, and now a multi-millionaire with $200 to $250 million to his name. His move to Al Ittihad in Saudi Arabia turned his salary into monopoly money. He earns more in a week than most doctors make in 5 years. Benzema's money isn't just from football. He's invested smartly in real estate and luxury cars. Imagine driving a Bugatti to your mansion while sipping Arabic coffee, just because Tuesday feels a little boring. That's Benzema's life, quiet, classy, and ridiculously wealthy. Number 8. Kylian Mbappé, $200 to $280 million. Nationality, France. Career/clubs, Monaco, PSG, Real Madrid.
source of wealth, career contracts and endorsements such as
Nike, Dior, Hublot, Oakley, EA Sports. Mbappe is basically football's version of a Marvel superhero. Fast, young, and worth more money than some small countries. By 2025, the Real Madrid forward is sitting on an estimated $200 to $280 million fortune. But here's the thing, Kylian's just 26. At this rate, he might out-earn Ronaldo and Messi before he hits his 30s. His Nike deals, Dior suits, Hublot watches, and even his face on the FIFA video game are all printing money daily. While the rest of us wonder if we can afford Netflix this month, Mbappe is probably deciding which watch matches his private jet's leather seats.
7. Wayne Rooney, $216 million. Nationality, England. Career, clubs, Everton, Manchester United, DC United, and Derby. Source of wealth, career contracts and endorsements such as Puma, managerial contracts, real estate. Wayne Rooney, the man who once looked 35 when he was only 19 and somehow managed to age in reverse after retirement. England's all-time top scorer turned manager has built a net worth of $216 million. Rooney's fortune isn't just from banging in screamers for Manchester United. He's had sponsorships with Puma, smart real estate investments, and managerial gigs. Sure, he doesn't look like a billionaire fashion mogul, but Rooney never needed to. He's proof that sometimes hard work, a few hair transplants, and good financial planning can turn you into one of football's richest legends. Number 6. Dave Whelan, $230 million. Nationality? England. Career? Clubs? Blackburn Rovers, Crewe Alexandra.
Source of wealth.
JGB Sports. Now, this is where the story takes a twist. Dave Whelan wasn't a global football superstar. He didn't score 700 goals or sell out stadiums. But you know what he did? He built JGB Sports, a retail empire that made him $230 million richer than most retired pros. Whelan played for Blackburn Rovers and Crewe Alexandra in the 1950s, but his real genius was swapping shin guards for business suits. His story proves that while players burn through their millions, some turn football fame into business dominance. Today, Dave Whelan sits comfortably above many of the game's modern icons on the rich list. Number 5. Neymar Jr., $350 to $450 million. Nationality? Brazil. Career? Clubs? Santos, Barcelona, PSG, Al Hilal.
Source of wealth. Career contracts and endorsements such as
Puma, Red Bull, Beats, luxury fashion brands. Neymar doesn't just play football, he lives like football's biggest rock star. With an estimated $350 to $450 million, the Brazilian forward's bank account is as flashy as his rainbow-colored haircuts. From his blockbuster move to PSG to his Saudi payday at Al Hilal, Neymar's contracts have been insane. Add to that endorsements with Puma, Red Bull, Beats, and luxury fashion brands, and you've got a player who earns money just by existing. Neymar may spend a fortune on parties, poker, and private jets, but somehow he always stays rich. Call it Brazilian magic, or maybe just very clever financial managers. Number 4. David Beckham, $630 million. Nationality? England. Career? Clubs? Manchester United, Real Madrid, LA Galaxy.
source of wealth. Career contracts and endorsements such as
Inter Miami salary and equity. Fashion, Hague Club whiskey. Even in retirement, David Beckham is still the poster boy of football's glamour. With a net worth of $630 million, Beckham has turned his legendary career into a fashion empire, whiskey brand, and even part ownership of Inter Miami, the same club Messi now plays for. Beckham is football's definition of brand power. From underwear ads to high-end fashion, Beck's never stopped cashing in on his looks, charm, and global appeal. And let's not lie, if you had a face that pretty, you'd monetize it too. Number 3. Lionel Messi, $850 million. Nationality? Argentina. Career? Clubs? Barcelona, PSG, Inter Miami.
source of wealth. Career contracts and endorsements such as
Adidas, hotels, Inter Miami salary and equity.
His journey has been nothing short of financial poetry. From his record-shattering contracts at Barcelona, where he was reportedly earning more than some entire clubs spent on their squads, to his blockbuster move to PSG, Messi has been swimming in mega salaries for over 2 decades. And then came the Inter Miami masterstroke, not just a salary, but equity in the club itself. That means Messi isn't only playing, he's part owner. Off the pitch, Messi's portfolio is just as dazzling. His lifetime deal with Adidas alone ensures a steady flow of cash, and he's invested in luxury hotels and global endorsements with brands ranging from Pepsi to watchmakers. Unlike his flamboyant rival Ronaldo, Messi doesn't shout about his wealth. He lets the checks do the talking. And then there's the legendary neighbor story. Annoyed by noise around his Barcelona home, Messi didn't waste time calling the cops or negotiating. Nope, he simply bought the neighbors' houses outright. Problem solved. Imagine having so much money that instead of asking someone to lower their music, you just buy their property like it's a bag of chips at the store. Instead, he spends big to ensure family comfort, privacy, and security. That humility is exactly what makes him so relatable to fans. Even while sitting on a fortune most of us can't begin to comprehend. Messi might not flex like Ronaldo, but make no mistake, when it comes to wealth, influence, and legacy, the little magician is playing in his own league. 2. Cristiano Ronaldo, 1.45 billion. Nationality, Portugal. Career, clubs. Sporting, Manchester United, Real Madrid, Juventus, Al Nassr. Cristiano Ronaldo isn't just a footballer, he's a walking corporation. With an estimated 1.45 billion, CR7 is officially one of the richest athletes alive. His contract with Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia is so enormous that it outshines the GDP of some small nations. Seriously, while you're budgeting for groceries, Ronaldo's weekly paycheck could probably build a hospital. But here's the thing, Ronaldo didn't stop at being an extraordinary player. His true genius was turning himself into a global brand. The CR7 empire covers hotels in Portugal and beyond, gyms across Europe, clothing lines, fragrances, and yes, even his own line of underwear, which, let's be honest, sells out faster than some football matches. He understood early on that while football has a time limit, a brand lasts forever. And then there's the Nike lifetime deal, a contract so rare and so lucrative that only a handful of athletes in history, like LeBron James, can boast of it. That deal alone guarantees that his kids, grandkids, and probably even great-grandkids will never have to worry about money. Ronaldo essentially created a financial dynasty out of football boots, goals, and six-pack abs. And speaking of abs, at 40 years old, Ronaldo's body looks like it belongs to a man half his age. His strict diet, insane gym routines, and monk-like discipline have kept him at peak performance long after most players retire. He's not just selling fitness, he's living proof of it. That's why brands love him. He's marketable, reliable, and globally adored. Or hated, depending on who you ask, but either way, everyone knows his name. The craziest part? Even if Ronaldo stopped kicking a ball today, his business empire is so well-oiled that the money would keep flowing. He's the rare mix of talent, discipline, charisma, and marketing savvy. And that's what transformed him from a boy in Madeira to one of the wealthiest sportsmen in human history.
1. Faiq Bolkiah, $20 billion. Nationality, Brunei. Career or clubs, Leicester City Youth, Southampton, Chelsea, Maritimo, Ratchaburi. Source of wealth, Brunei Royal Oil Wealth. Now here's the ultimate plot twist. The richest soccer player in 2025 isn't Messi. It isn't Ronaldo. It isn't even Beckham with his fashion empire or Neymar with his flashy Saudi paycheck. The crown goes to Faiq Bolkiah with a mind-bending $20 billion fortune. Yes, billion, with a B. That's not a typo, and no, he didn't earn it by breaking scoring records, winning Champions Leagues, or selling CR7 underwear. Faiq happens to be the nephew of the Sultan of Brunei, one of the wealthiest monarchs on earth. His family doesn't just own palaces, they own oil fields, gold-plated private jets, and a collection of luxury cars so massive it makes Cristiano Ronaldo's garage look like a starter pack. Now, let's be fair. Faiq did actually try the traditional footballer's path. He spent time in the Leicester City Youth Academy, passed through Chelsea, had a stint at Portuguese club Maritimo, and now plays at Ratchaburi in Thailand. But unlike Messi, Ronaldo, or even Zlatan, Faiq doesn't have to worry about wages, sponsorships, or transfer fees. Football for him is passion, not survival. To put it into perspective, Faiq could buy every other player on this list, yes, every single one of them, their yachts, their mansions, their private jets, and still have billions left over to casually purchase, I don't know, an island or two. He's not just in a different league, he's in a completely different universe of wealth. So while most footballers hustle, sweat, and grind their way into millionaire and billionaire status, Faiq Bolkiah wakes up in the morning, laces his boots, and knows that no matter how he performs on the pitch, he'll always be the wealthiest player alive. In football's money game, he's the final boss, untouchable, unbeatable, and almost unreal. When life gives you goals, make billions. And there you have it, the top 10 richest soccer players of 2025. From Zlatan's lion swagger to Neymar's party lifestyle, Beckham's fashion empire, Ronaldo's CR7 dominance, and Messi's humble millions, all the way up to Faiq Bolkiah's unimaginable billions. These men prove football isn't just about trophies. It's about building empires, signing smart deals, and sometimes just being born into royalty. So next time you kick a ball in the park, remember, it could lead wealthiest stars. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with your fellow football fans. Who knows, maybe you'll be number 11 on the list one day.